Okay, so we're joined by Mike Francis. Mike, do you want to explain what your role is and what company you're from? Just give us a quick
So I'm a wholesaler for Bridgehouse Asset Managers.
Okay.
We're
And
in
what do you guys
investment business.
Okay.
Pardon?
And what do you guys do? I know what you do, but people watching this might not know.
So we're a mutual fund company. We deal with financial advisors, help them find solutions for their clients.
Okay. And so just to kind of set stage, I was asked to coach Mike one-on-one. And so we call this one-to-one coaching at Northbound. And you seem to have gotten some good results from it and seem to have enjoyed it. So what did you like about the coaching that we did one-on-one? We did it for what, a couple of months or something each week?
Yeah, it was like probably 5 or 6 sessions. And the things I really liked was just added some structure into my sales process.
Okay.
It got me thinking about the person I was talking to in terms of their personality type, in terms of things that they'd be looking for, in terms of ways we can help them solve some of their problems in their business.
Okay, yeah, I think we covered a few topics. We covered prospecting, we covered understanding behavioral styles, that's adjusting your personality and your selling style to the buyer and the buyer's personality type. And we also covered how to do a sales call, like a meeting. And these days, of course, with the pandemic, meetings are generally done virtually. Yeah, you seem to really resonate. The understanding behavioral styles seem to really resonate with you. And I think you mentioned that you realized when looking at your client base that they were generally similar personality types to you. Is that right?
Absolutely. And I think the coaching will help, connect with other personality types more than I've been doing.
Okay. Yeah, and that's very common. We tend to connect with people who are similar in personality types to ourselves, but unfortunately, not everybody's like us. So I think you mentioned that you feel it's going to allow you to connect better, communicate better, and influence those personality types that don't fall into the same category as you, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so how do you think this is going to, how else do you think it's going to help you in your role? You're going to be able to connect and influence people that maybe you weren't able to influence as much. How about the prospecting? How is that going to help you?
Well, I think like the structure of the wave is something that I can continue to use throughout my career whenever I'm doing prospecting, and having a set structure and having things set up beforehand just professionalize the process so much more.
Okay. Yeah, because I think generally most people, like yourself, like most people and the other people in the company, they tend to look at prospecting as kind of a hodgepodge type thing, a little bit here, a little bit there. But we tried to lock it down so it's more of a system. And how about the sales meetings? How do you think the coaching that we did in the sales meetings is going to help you?
The thing I really liked was having kind of preset questions for each meeting that really drive at where you want to go or where you think you're going to go with the meeting. I've even taken the additional step of kind of compiling them into a bigger question bank.
Okay.
So that I have them for later. But having some really well-crafted, well-thought-out questions that are going to drive you to a solution that you can actually help with was probably the biggest help.
Okay. Yeah, and you did a really good job using that that sales call planner where you planned out, all the different stages and the questions you're going to ask ahead of time and trying to figure out how much time you should spend in each stage of the sales call. Because I know with you guys, it's the time that you get in front of investors is generally pretty tight, isn't it? How long would your average meeting be with an investor, do you think?
About 25 minutes.
Okay.
Half an hour.
Yeah, so you've got to get in and get some stuff done pretty quick. And so the planning, I know you gravitated towards quite a bit. Well, that's great. And is there any tips that you would give people who are watching this to better what's been most impactful for you? What would you say for an average salesperson to better their career?
So I guess like the biggest tip for me when in terms of training, what you put in is what you get out. So if you apply the things right away, they really do work, and it's absolutely worth putting in the effort to do them.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, thanks a lot for your time this morning, Mike.
No problem.
Take care.